Stop! Before you close this video, I will prove to you that you are responsible for every war on the planet. Sounds crazy? Stay until the end. In 10 minutes, you will understand the connection between your breakfast and the war in Ukraine. And this is not a metaphor. Where is the UN looking? Why are there so many disasters and wars in the world? Who is responsible for the war in Ukraine? Or in Israel? And even for World War I and World War II? The answer will shock you, and you probably won't agree with it. But the reason for wars in the world is you. Each of us is responsible for any disaster on the planet, including wars. And in today's video, I want to explain this question from the point of view of ancient Vedic holy texts that are more than 5,000 years old. My name is Max, and I have been studying the Vedas for more than 10 years. This knowledge came to us from India, but once it was known to every person on the planet. The holy Vedic books describe the laws that control everything in this world, and in particular, the law of karma and the law of reincarnation. But now you will learn about the most shocking side of these laws, the one that people don't talk about. I already talked about karma and reincarnation in my videos. I will leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. So, according to the law of karma, everything we get in this life, we earned by our actions in past lives. And the existence of past lives and future lives is explained by the law of reincarnation. But let's go back to karma. If in this life you are poor, it means in past lives you used money in the wrong way, didn't give to others, or even stole. If in this life you are alone, or your husband or wife left you, it means in a past life you left someone or took someone from another family, and so on. And now the scariest part. Find out what action in a past life leads to death in war in this life. The law of karma is the law of cause and effect. What you plant, you will harvest. This law cannot be broken. It cannot be changed by normal methods, by feeling sorry, by suffering, or by other good actions. Everything that should happen to each of us in this life is already programmed before our birth. And by our actions in this life, we create karma for future lives. But we don't change the current one. There is only one way to change the law of karma. I talked about this in my past video. Watch it. You won't be sorry. So, there are many wars around us, and the more time passes, the more wars there will be. The Vedas also say this, and this means that hundreds of thousands and even millions of people will continue to die. And someone might think, why? Many of these people are not guilty of anything. They are very good people, kind and caring. They didn't hurt anyone. But now I will show you something that turns everything upside down. From the point of view of modern people, you can only hurt other people. That means killing a person is a crime in any country. Do you agree with this? But from the point of view of more ancient knowledge and more civilized, animals, birds, fish, and even plants are also living beings. This is God's law. He created every living being for specific purposes, and trying to break God's will is a sin. And that means bad things will follow for this sin. And here begins the most important part. Look at the screen. Do you know how many legal centers for mass killing of cows, pigs, chickens, fish, and other animals exist on our planet? Factories where every day animals are killed just so people can enjoy for a few minutes eating their dead bodies. According to international farming statistics, in the world, about 200 to 250 million farm animals are killed every day. Every day. 200 million! Just think about these numbers. Can you guess how this is connected to wars and the law of karma? Unfortunately, we don't see these numbers. They show us only the final product, nicely cut and packaged pieces of meat on the supermarket shelf. And when a person buys this meat, they rarely think about the fact that really, this is the dead body of a killed animal. And every buyer is part of this killing, just like the butcher who killed the animal, the driver who brought the meat to the store, the seller who sold it, the cook who prepared it, and everyone who ate this animal. Everyone will be responsible for this killing according to the laws of karma. And here is how exactly this will happen. Understand a simple thing. You cannot stay unpunished by killing millions of living beings every day. Every person who takes part in this killing will suffer in the future. We kill, we get killed. If we escape this fate in this life, then in the next life we will not escape violent death. Those people who in their past life killed animals in large numbers to enjoy eating them, in this life will be killed in a big war by other people. Mass killing here and there, only the participants will change places. Of course, the law of karma also works for animals. If in this life an animal ended up in a slaughterhouse, it means in past lives this soul also killed someone. And this endless cycle will continue again and again, getting worse and becoming bigger. I ate an animal in this life. I was killed in the next. I was born again and got revenge on my killer. He was born again and in the next life got revenge on me, and so on in an endless circle. But there is a way to stop this, and it is simpler than you think. All you need to do to start changing the future of the whole world a little bit, or at least your own future, is to stop eating meat, fish, chicken, shrimp, lobster, and other living things that are not meant to be food for humans. Not one real, original holy book in the world says that humans can kill other beings for their stomach. Humans are originally vegetarian. They can and should eat vegetables, grains, fruits, dairy products, nuts, and so on. In India, hundreds of millions of vegetarians live from birth. And their health, if they eat tasty vegetarian food regularly, is many times better than the health of the average European or American. And also, people in India don't have depression, which has completely filled the Western world. And this is also connected to vegetarian food. The soul is not pressed down by negative karma from killing animals over many lives. I also talked about the soul and its nature in another video. Watch it to understand deeper how the laws of this world work. Just becoming a vegetarian, this will already make the weight of karma lighter for your future life. And if the whole world stops buying meat and keeps cows or goats only to get tasty milk from them, if people take good care of animals, then in just 50 to 100 years, wars on Earth will almost stop. But of course, this is a dream. Just my dreams. But at least in your life, something can change completely. Why don't you stop eating meat and killing animals, starting from today? Or write in the comments what is stopping you. So, I tried to briefly tell you about the main and not obvious reason for all wars in the world. Wars will not just end simply. It will not happen that the UN will meet and decide that countries will no longer fight with each other. because world government is powerless against the laws of karma. Dark times will continue and get worse year by year for another 427,000 years. This number is also described in the Vedas, specifically in Srimad Bhagavatam, and also the end of the world is described there, which will happen after this time. About the terrible events at the end of this world, both the Vedas and the Bible tell us. I will definitely make a video about predictions for the future described in the Vedas, so subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. And write in the comments, are you ready to change your karma today?